What's the most heroic thing you've ever done? I lost everything at 56. Not in some dramatic explosion of bad decisions way, just a slow, grinding collapse under the weight of doing the right thing. 26 years at the same chemical plant, same role the whole time. Safety inspector, not a manager, not a decision maker. Just the guy who files reports and checks that workers aren't dying from preventable crap. Put both my kids through college on that job, paid off a modest house. Life was stable, if boring. Then they started expanding the facility. Rushed timelines, new subcontractors, shiny new equipment, all installed wrong. Safety systems were bypassed temporarily to keep deadlines. Waste disposal logs didn't match what was being trucked out. It wasn't hard to see something was off. I documented everything, followed all the official reporting channels, got brushed off every time. We'll fix it after the expansion's complete. Temporary measures, nothing to worry about. Then workers started getting sick. Respiratory stuff, skin rashes. 2 people in 1 month with rare kidney conditions. The company doctor blamed it on allergies, stress, poor diet. Everyone got sent back to the same job sites. I pushed harder. Photos, air quality readings, a chart I built showing patterns in who was getting sick and where they worked. My supervisor pulled me aside, said I might be better suited for a different department, which is corporate for take the hint or we'll make you disappear. Then I found the smoking gun. Hidden discharge pipes draining straight into the groundwater. Not flashy chemicals that light rivers on fire, the slow killers. Stuff that shows up in childhood leukemia rates 20 years later. That night I copied everything I had. Emails, safety waivers, air tests, incident logs. Took it all to the state environmental agency. The guy I met with looked at me and said, "Do you understand what you're doing?" I told him I did. Truth is, I kind of did and kind of didn't. Within a week, someone at the agency leaked my name to the company. I got called into a conference room with 3 suits and 2 security guards. They offered me a deal. Generous severance, full pension, NDA. All I had to do was say I got it wrong. Say I misinterpreted the data. I saw the faces of the people I worked with every day. The lab tech with clumps of hair falling out, the maintenance guy coughing his lungs out, the pregnant receptionist who had no idea what she was breathing in. I told them to shove the NDA. They fired me on the spot. Corporate espionage, they called it. Then came the lawsuit, $2.4 million for breach of confidentiality. My name went blacklisted in the industry. Nobody returned my calls. My contacts ghosted. Had to sell my house to cover legal fees. Moved in with my sister across state lines. At 58, I was delivering packages during the day and fighting legal battles at night. The state dragged the investigation out for 3 years. Meanwhile, the company slowly updated all the systems I'd flagged. Quiet fixes, no press releases. When they finally settled, it was for a fine so small it barely dented their Q4 earnings. No charges, just a voluntary compliance agreement. My lawsuit settled privately, just enough to get my own place and stop living like a ghost. Nothing that screamed hero, just survival. Nobody at the plant ever found out what actually happened. Company said the safety upgrades were all part of a planned modernization. I bumped into a former coworker last year. She said people thought I'd snapped, nervous breakdown, or maybe I got caught stealing. I just said, sometimes you get to a point where you can't look the other way anymore. She nodded like she got it. I don't think she did. Last month I saw a headline. The plant won an industry award for workplace safety. The CEO gave a speech about our culture of accountability. My lawyer said it was a win, that the groundwater's safe, that future workers are safer. Doesn't feel like a win. Feels like the least a company should be doing, and it cost me everything to make it happen. Was it worth it? Ask me in 20 years. When those workers don't have cancers, when their kids grow up healthy, maybe then. The worst part? It shouldn't have been heroic. It should have been normal. The system shouldn't need people like me to burn everything down just to get someone to fix a pipe. I'd do it again, but I shouldn't have had to.